Said there's no clear lanes, but they do this deliberately. You think they deliberately leave these gray areas?
Oh, absolutely. Because if you provide guidelines, what do entrepreneurs and companies do, Charles? They meet those guidelines. When you keep it uncertain, it gives you options for him to continue to engage in regulation by enforcement, right? That's how he's doing it. I went on record to say that, to predict that he's going to sue an exchange or two by the end of this year and claim that they're selling unregistered securities other than Bitcoin, but he won't tell you which ones are securities.
Right.
You know, that's the problem.
Right. And it's hard to be ignorant of a law if the law doesn't exist.
Exactly. Absolutely.
It's one thing to say, okay, I didn't know, and it was on the books, but it's really despicable.
It's disgusting,
really,
is what it is. He keeps going on record to saying these exchanges are selling securities. And then you ask, well, which ones? And he won't say, because now we know from his comment that you just asked me about, he's going to go with they're all securities except for Bitcoin, which makes this Ripple XRP case extremely important.
This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades.
Often said that you should never allow a good crisis to go to waste, because a crisis is an opportunity to also do good reforms that in normal times people will never agree to, but in a crisis you see we have no chance. So
we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And as I'm doing this video, Bitcoin and cryptos are slightly moving up. Overnight, guys, we took a good dip, but now we're moving up. Like I stated, Sunday night going into Monday, we should get some liquidity in. Not a lot, but we see how they push down those yields. So stocks and cryptos, if yields can stay this low, below 3%, they will make a comeback. And then we know in stocks, of course, we're going to have earnings. And right now we have open interest. And then plus, guys, we know they need Bitcoin on the 5th for collateral. The game does not change right now. We're still going to have pumps and dumps, even though we're going into the bear market. Even though we know the Fed is going to destroy this legacy market in order to bring on this digital economy, the 4th industrial revolution, there's still going to be pumps and dumps. Now, because volume is so low, we see Ethereum gas fees is dropping. Also, when it comes to Ethereum and Bitcoin miners are definitely taking a hit. And like I stated, all that will be consolidated at the end. Now, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. Like I stated, yield rates below 3%. We have volume, Tether, USDC, and then also the Fed. The repo is still over 2 trillion. We see the manipulation on a daily basis from the Fed. And we know behind the scenes we have BlackRock's Aladdin, which is trying to land us safely in the fourth industrial revolution. Now in July and August, I definitely see us getting a breather until September. Guys, we know this is Shemitah year. We're definitely going to have a big distraction that probably lasts us a year and a half to 2 years. So therefore, they can bring in this fourth industrial revolution. Remember, they want to lay off the masses in order to bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones while the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And guys, don't forget about Grayscale. Picked up a little Friday. Don't forget to pay attention to the allocations. We know eventually this year we will get a spot Bitcoin ETF. But we know in other countries we have spot Bitcoin ETFs, but did not stop the downward trend of Bitcoin because we need regulation in order to bring in those pensions, those 401ks. But remember, guys, crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. These cryptos are not for you. It's for the robots, algorithms, and drones. Remember, when you read the Bitcoin white paper, it had the ability to scale. The Fed, the central banks took it over, and then we get Bitcoin Lightning, the IOU for the real core Bitcoin. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. Guys, you listened to the Fox video going over Gary Gensler letting us know that there's cryptos on exchanges that are considered securities. But guys, they've done nothing about it. And you know I've touched on this on several occasions. And we know why the SEC has done nothing, because they wanted the casino to stay open, so therefore they can build the fourth industrial revolution. Remember, the NWO causes the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. They want the people to ask for crypto. That's the only way they'll be able to make this happen. They want the people to ask for the robots, algorithms, and drones. But they have to bring America to Babylon to its knees. And we saw that test over the last 2 years. When everything shut down, people couldn't go to work. So what do? They wanted that free money. And we see 365 days changes a habit. People did not want to go back to work. They wanted to keep getting that free money. But we know the NWO has that solution, that programmable money, that money they airdrop, but they don't know. They're going to have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. Also, all your privacy is out the window. And we know blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. But we keep hearing from mainstream media, from all the billionaires, there's going to be an event that's going to bring down crypto. Or it's going to be one of the projects that's going to go down, that's going to bring the rest of crypto down. And there's only one crypto, one project that can bring cryptocurrency down to its knees. And guys, we know that is Ethereum. Not saying that's going to happen, but we know JP Morgan has his hands deep inside of Ethereum. And we know the central banks can create any illusion they want. We know Ethereum is not going anywhere, but we know the NWO can create an event and use the power of the news media to push their agenda. We see it every day. And also, guys, when we look at USDC, when we look at Tether, Tether's market cap is only 11 billion over USDC. We see Tether's market cap slowly moving down, and we see USDC slowly moving up. So even if Tether was to collapse, you remember Luna was a $60 billion project and did not affect crypto. We were going to be falling anyway because of the Fed. And now that USDC has been integrated everywhere, even if Tether was to fall, it's not going to affect it. Even if the news media tries to put that illusion out there, it still would not be correct, because we know USDC is set up to take that spot even if Tether was to fall. Remember, I told you from the beginning, Gary Gensler and Janet Yellen were the chess pieces for the NWO's fourth industrial revolution. It makes no sense whatsoever that Gary Gensler is not bought in regulation unless there was a bigger plan behind it. And we know what that plan is. The fall of America to Babylon. The rise of China the Dragon with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher wrote about it a long time ago because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Crypto Teacher Stock Channel, Crypto Teacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, where everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the C-Word, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.